I am a natural bodybuilder, currently 2 weeks out from my competition, and this is the harsh reality of bodybuilding prep. Since your boy is now in the depths of prep, currently 12 days away from the stage, eating less calories than a bikini competitor, I figured I would share with you guys a bunch of things that they don't tell you about bodybuilding prep that aren't so pretty. So today I'll be taking you through a full day of eating and training, and along the way we'll go over these things, and they might scare you or they might intrigue you. If you're a bodybuilder, you can probably relate to these things, and if you don't bodybuild, these things might make you not want to bodybuild, or maybe they will. Just have to find out. Let's talk about harsh reality number one while I cook up meal number one. You are always cold. This typically happens deeper into prep as you lose majority of your body fat and you are getting very lean. But for example, I went outside this morning, 70 degrees, and I was only out there for a couple minutes because I started to get really cold and it was 70 degrees. A couple weeks ago, I was outside in a hoodie and sweatpants and it was 75 degrees. Shit gets weird. So if you live somewhere that's really cold, that's gonna suck. If you're also prepping for a show in the winter, that's also gonna suck. So if you prep for a show, you should probably do it in the summertime because you're gonna be fucking freezing. We got 4 ounces of chicken. Pro tip, cut your chicken up into smaller pieces. Makes you feel like you have more chicken. And that leads us into harsh reality number two, in that you will do weird shit with your food, like this. This is not normal activity. Typically, if I made chicken, I would just eat the chicken how I made it. And now I cut it up into tiny little pieces to trick my brain into thinking I'm eating more chicken when I'm not. I do this with chicken, I do it with strawberries, I do it with my tilapia now, like literally everything. And on that same point, you will start to make some weird food combinations. Okay, and to you they taste really good, and when you were bulking they probably would taste like shit. 30 grams avocado and 100 grams of strawberries, little pieces. And y'all know drug dealer scale for the salt, 1.7 grams pink Himalayan salt, gotta weigh that. And meal number one is complete. Like I said, less calories than a bikini competitor, not eating a lot of food. 2 weeks to go. This shit's gas though. And that leads us into harsh reality number three, which I guess isn't so harsh, but everything tastes amazing. You will realize strawberries taste 10 times better. Things that you did not like on the bulk start to taste insane. Like for example, I started to get sick of peanut butter on the bulk. The taste of peanut butter, I did not even like it. I had to take peanut butter out of my plan on the cut because I found myself wanting to eat the entire container. So it just shows you how easily your body switches up. Your boy was about to binge on a shitload of peanut butter if I didn't take that shit out of the house, because that shit tastes insane on the cut. And on the bulk, I did not like it. It's a gift and a curse that everything starts to taste really good. Even this boring food tastes really good to me. As we sit down to eat meal number one, we get into harsh reality number four. You will probably start to find enjoyment in watching other people eat really good food, or even just normal food. Let's see what YouTube suggests that I watch. Blind chicken nugget taste test. YouTube knows me so well, man. Maybe this is just me personally, but watching other people eat food helps me psychologically, and at the same time it makes it 10 times worse for me thinking about food. So you know, it's a trade-off. It's like you like watching the people eat, but at the same time, in the back of your mind, it's like you probably shouldn't be doing that for hunger purposes and cravings purposes, you know? This one might just be a me thing, to be honest. I don't know if other people do that, but I know for me, bro, I be watching people eat. And I know it's low-key weird, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
5 points out of the 9.
You think my past self is still with you? Yep.
Meal is done, but it's not actually done yet, because harsh reality number 5 is that you will lick the bowl. You will get every single microcalorie from your bowl. You see that? There's still calories in there. Even in the strawberry bowl, there's some calories. There's some juices in there that I can get. That looks much better. Meal number 1 is complete, which means it's time for our first dose of caffeine of the day. 200 milligrams of caffeine from a tasty ass source hits every time. However, unfortunately, this leads us into another harsh reality that caffeine does not hit the same, bro. The caffeine stops working. It works a little bit, but you just feel like shit all the time anyway, and your energy's low anyway, that you just never reach that like peak caffeined out experience that you used to have. And it sucks, dude. But it still does hit. I'm not gonna lie, like it doesn't not work at all. It still works, just not to the extent that it used to. Don't bust on me. Busted the other way, that's good. One of the best tasting energy drinks I've had in my life. If you want a good energy drink, Tropic Wave, Peach Mango, or Blue Raspberry from Gorilla Mind are all insane flavors. Code chicken to save you some money on at GorillaMind.com. Haven't heard any word from Coach that we're cutting out energy drinks yet. So 2 weeks out, still having them, but they're probably leaving pretty soon, unfortunately. And I'm gonna miss you. Sorry, no, I can't do that. Would it really be a Ben Sag video if bro wasn't on the walking pad? Every day, in between meals, this is what I'm doing, which leads us into harsh reality number 7. You don't want to move. You get really lazy, your legs feel heavy. So if I didn't have this walking pad, I'd probably be sitting my ass down, doing work on my computer on my ass and not walking. So I highly recommend getting a walking pad, as this has literally like changed my life for prep in steps. Currently at 4,560 steps. I need to get 10K on the day, almost halfway there already at 11 a.m. It's a pretty good start. So we'll walk until meal number 2 and I should be at close to 7K, which should be a great start to the day. But keep in mind, you're gonna wanna be lazier. Your NEAT is gonna go down, your non-exercise activity thermogenesis. So that's just your daily movements throughout the day. You're gonna be less jittery and moving around a lot less. So you're gonna have to counteract that with keeping your step count high, doing cardio, and lowering your food, obviously, if you want to lose body fat. Because your body's gonna fight, and your body fighting is it trying to be really lazy and just not move. And it gets really bad as you get deep into prep, I promise. Getting out of bed is a whole ass task, bro. Like me trying to get out of bed this morning was like, I feel like a skeleton, like trying to like get up, or like I feel like a rock that like just won't move. Just cut up some chicken and made some rice for meal number 2, the pre-workout meal, which leads us into harsh reality number 8. You're gonna have a career change, a profession change. You're gonna become a chef, okay? And that's the reality of it. If you're not cooking all your meals, you got somebody to cook your meals for you, okay, millionaire, okay? Or you got a wife that cooks for you, that's fucking lit. But, you know, I'm single as shit, and I live by myself, so you gotta cook all your meals. You know, you're eating chicken and rice, this and that, and every fucking 2 to 3 hours. You gotta meal prep. You gotta become a chef, bro. You're gonna be cooking a lot. Or you use code chicken on Hummus Fit to get meal prep. Hummus Fit's got some goated meal prep foods for you. They also sell bulk chicken, bulk flank steak, bulk tilapia, and just plain ass protein and carb and vegetable sources. If you don't feel like cooking your chicken, you can just get plain chicken shipped right to you. That's what I do. I get their chicken and their flank steak, and just recently found out that they have tilapia, so started ordering tilapia as well, so I don't have to cook that. Makes it a lot easier on you. But if you can't do that, you can't afford that, you're gonna be cooking a lot. And you know, you're gonna become a good cook probably, which is kind of a pro, but you're gonna be spending a lot of time cooking. So that's the reality of the situation. Also, we switched from jasmine rice to Cal Rose rice. It's like an Asian brand. It was a recommendation from another bodybuilding coach that my coach is coached by for my digestion issues that we're having right now. So we're just giving it a shot. So far, I don't really notice anything different. This is what it looks like, Botan Cal Rose rice. Never heard of her, but it's pretty good. Tastes just like jasmine rice to me, to be honest. Nothing like crazy. That's our pre-workout meal. Chicken and rice. We have 4 ounces of chicken and 60 grams of the Cal Rose rice weighed raw. Weigh your rice raw, it is more accurate. Okay, that's a hot take for some reason, but it's true. I make my rice fresh every single day, and I weigh it raw. More accurate. I talked about it in the last video. If you want a more in-depth explanation. Harsh reality number 9 though is you're not eating a lot of food, which seems obvious, but that means you're not eating a lot of carbohydrates, which means your workouts are probably going to suffer unless you prioritize putting your carbohydrates around your workout. So you're going to have some carbohydrates obviously, but the ones that you do have, you want to put pre and post workout so that you can have better workouts and retain the muscle that you've built. That's obviously the goal of competing, is to be the biggest and leanest. So if you lose all your muscle because you're putting all your carbohydrates at the end of the day because you want to binge at the end of the day, I see where you're coming from, but you also want to prioritize your training so that you can train hard and not lose your muscle. So put your carbs pre and post workout, as I'm doing here. Pre-workout meal chicken and rice. A lot of rice, a lot of carbs. Not really though, because I'm fucking starving. Bowl licked, meal done. Y'all know what it is. Time to get ready to go to the gym. And we're ready for the gym. I got that shit on. If you also want to have that shit on, go to youngla.com, get you some drip, and use code CHICKEN to save you some money. We got the Revenge tee on with the Heritage Camo Cargo Sweaties. These right now are like my fave. These are hard as hell and they're comfy. And it's a little chilly outside, so I'm gonna be pretty comfy considering I'm always cold anyway, even though it's like 70 something. 70 something for me right now is chilly. That's insane to say. But we got our pre-workout work done, and that leads us into harsh reality number 10, which is you're gonna have to manage your time really well. And you're gonna have to always be prepared, because you're gonna have to probably have a meal with you everywhere you go, just in case. So for me, I bring my post-workout meal to the gym every single day, just in case I'm there for too long, because the gym is 30 minutes away. And most of the time I am there for too long, between training and cardio and posing and filming content. So not preparing is preparing to fail. It's just gonna take up a lot of your time, and you will realize that, and that is the harsh reality of it. So keep that in mind. If you work a job, good luck. Good luck to you. It's gonna take up a lot of your time, and you're working on top of it. It's gonna be hectic. That's why I recommend meal prep company, Hummus Fit, code CHICKEN. Pre-workout caffeine, energy drink, intra-workout essential amino acids, a stim-free pre-workout that has no caffeine from Gorilla, code CHICKEN. Blue Raz, new flavor, is gas. Post-workout meal, which you guys will see after the gym, and some hydration, water. Currently drinking 160 fluid ounces of water a day, which leads me into the fact that I have to piss. And that is harsh reality number 11, is that you will pee a lot. You will be constantly going to the bathroom as you're drinking a lot of water, or at least more than the average person and more than you would usually drink. So you're gonna be peeing a lot. You're gonna be waking up in the middle of the night peeing multiple times. It's gonna affect your sleep. You're gonna pee a lot. Just be ready. Don't say I didn't warn you. We have arrived at the gym. I did 10 minutes of warm-up cardio on the incline treadmill, 7 incline, 3.1 speed, and now it's time to train. We have a videographer today. That's cool. Let's go. I bought resistance bands for the first time in my life ever, because this gym doesn't have any to use, and I need them for the show, for backstage. So I'm also turning into unk, as I'm about to be 23 years old. And one of the other harsh realities is that everything is gonna start to hurt. All of your joints will fucking hurt. You'll feel like a skeleton that's slowly falling apart. And being properly warmed up for the gym is something that you're gonna need to really focus on, especially your legs, bro, because my legs before a leg day always feel like I already trained legs. I just use the band to get my shoulders all good before all my pressing and pulling shit. But I gotta note that down. That was harsh reality number 12. Today is a full upper body day as well. So we're training full upper body, no leg shit today. Starting with a press here. It's a flat press for the chesticles. We'll get the main movements for the chest and the back out of the way first, and then we go into shoulders and arms. But volume's pretty low right now as I'm 2 weeks out, and we're trying to minimize fatigue. We're not trying to be fatigue maxing and shit, so it should be a quick one. One top set per movement. That is 2 failure, or like around 1 rep in the tank. Chesticles warmed up. Time for the top set to failure or 1 RRR. I don't know. Mr. Optimal, my coach has been telling me to leave a rep in the tank to minimize fatigue and shit. But I don't know if I can do that. It's really just not in my DNA to train like a fucking puss. Usually do 3 1/4, but I think 2 weeks out at this point, we kind of want to up the rep range a little bit just to prevent any injuries from occurring. So I'll do 3 plates and go for maybe like 8 to 10 reps instead of our usual like 5 to 6. Ugh. Bro, loading and unloading plates is a whole ass task. That can be harsh reality number 13. This shit is a full-time job, bro. I would literally pay somebody to work out with me just so they can load and unload all the plates for me. Like, it's literally that atrocious. And it's any little tasks like that, bro. Just like the littlest things, bro, are just like so fatiguing and they use so much energy. It feels like it is what it is, bro. Step check, 8,000. I gotta put wrist wraps on though, so I'm gonna try a new method here. I'm gonna put this shit on my ankle. I think my ankle's too fat though. Fat ass ankles ain't gonna work. Yeah, fuck that. I'm cooked. New purple Gila mix, code chicken. Get you the chicken and rice sticker and 20% off. If you need a better shaker cup. Not horrible. These grips are just fatter than my fucking Johnson, bro, so it's hard to keep a good grip. I need like chalk for a fucking pressing movement. Movement number 2 is gonna be a chest supported lat bias row on the machine that we're waiting for right now. The gym is fucking packed today, so we gotta wait, which is not the most optimal, but you gotta do what you gotta do. And that'll lead us into harsh reality number 14, is that you start to like people a lot less, and you start to not enjoy social interaction as much, as you get very irritated and you don't really want to talk to anybody. When I go to the gym now, I will literally like purposely avoid conversation and just try to lock the fuck in. I don't know. You could say I'm being a douche, but I know I'm not the only one. You just really, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like usually I like talking to people, bro. It makes me more euphoric, but now it's just like I need to go to the gym, I need to eat, and I need to survive. That's like what my body's trying to do right now. Dude, my joints are hurting a little extra today. We hit a new low this morning of 154.4 pounds, which is pretty crazy. Typically do around 2 warm-up sets for my first couple movements for each muscle group, and then after that usually just 1 warm-up and then right into the top set. So this is the first back movement. We'll do 2 warm-ups, and then since we already did a chest movement and the next movement we do is gonna be chest, I'll only do 1 warm-up and then go right into the top set. You look familiar. Do you do social media?
Can I jump in while you're resting, bro?
Yeah, that's fine. My bad, I'm out of it right now.
It's alright, make sure he gets at least 1,000 likes, alright?
Do you post social media? You look familiar as fuck.
I mean, look, bro, like, you know, I just go around town big dicking shit, you know?
I think I knew
This is too light for you, bro. Come on, you got 140 pounds.
It's a warm-up.
Warm-up. Come on, bro, look at this shit. Yeah, you can get me on your camera, too. Use me for your views. It's too light, bro. Come on, bro.
You know what I'm talking about? He looks like the guy, the 50% natty guy. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about, right? I thought that was him. I don't think it is, though. Are you the guy or no? You're not the guy I'm thinking of. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Hey, bro, I don't know, maybe. Follow me on Instagram, I'll follow you back.
Have you seen this guy before?
Yeah, I've seen that before.
That was my first thought. I was like, I thought you were like fucking with me.
It's not me, though, bro. Come on, bro. Good looking guy, bro. That guy is fucking You're not maxing out the stack, bro. Come on, bro.
No, I'm warming up. I'm not even there yet. I'm warming up. I'm 2 weeks out right now.
Of what?
Classic OCB natural.
Come on, bro. Show me the 6-pack, bro. Come on, bro.
I gotta get a pump, man.
Pump that pump, bro. Come on, bro.
I ain't got no pump yet. I can't even get a fucking pump right now.
Take salt?
Yeah. The calories are so fucking low right now. It's hard to get a pump. Like 1,600.
The pump comes from water and salt.
Yeah.
Not carbs. Carbs is the old school way. You hear what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, because a lot of people, they think salt is bad.
Yeah. I track it on all my meals. I have an electrolyte supplement in the morning. It's consistent. Yeah.
Come on, let me see the 6-pack, bro. Come on. Come on, bro. Let me see this shit, bro. Look at this. I think I got you beat, bro.
You think?
Oh yeah, that's it. Come on, let's flex off for the cameras, bro. Look at this. And I'm like 32 years into it. You're 2 weeks out?
2 weeks, yeah.
I'm 32 years in it. Come on, I want to see you max this shit out.
This is my top set.
There we go. Good job. One more, come on.
Thank you, sir. What's your name again, man?
Ivan.
Ivan? Ben.
Ben.
Nice to meet you, brother.
You been doing this shit for a little bit?
Yeah. What, lifting for like 6 years now? I don't know.
Well, you got a really small naturally waist, so that's a big thing.
Appreciate that. You better run the whole workout with me?
Sure, bro. You seem like you know who you're
I bet. Let's do it. I have a gym pin you could use.
Gym what?
Gym pin? Gym pin.
Oh shit, yes.
See if it fits. I don't know if it'll fit.
Size. I like that size.
Little unexpected collab today. Where my dog at? I don't know where he went. I lost him now. I'm taking this shit off. It's time to reveal the pump that I don't have. Onto the upper back biased Roski here on the cable. We have harsh reality number 15 now. There's a lot of harsh realities, as you could probably see. This is an obvious one. You can't really get a pump, and that's just gonna be due to not eating a lot of food. Your food's low, your energy's low, your glycogen stores are low. I feel like a skeleton training, bro. I can literally hear the clanking of my bones, and I just get no pump. And you know, you'd think you go to the gym, you look in the mirror, you know, you feel good when you train, when you're all shredded, you just get no pump. So you feel like you look like shit and you don't feel good, and your workouts are kind of dookie. Like I said earlier, we're gonna go in a little higher rep range today just to avoid some injury shit. Usually I'd get like 6 reps. Now we're going towards like 8. Some slight tweaks to the programming for 2 weeks out. Nothing crazy though. Next movement is a dumbbell lateral raise for my tiny deltoids. Do I need a warm up here? Probably not, as I've already done 2 pressing movements and 2 pulling movements. Go right into a hard set, fuck it. They felt a little heavier than usual, I'm not gonna lie. Probably do a back off, hit the 20s in a little bit. Fuck. Oh no, I did some partials. How will I ever recover? It's a freaking shoulder musculature, bro. My shoulders are gonna be fine. If anything, they need that shit, because them shits are tiny. Tricep extension for the triceps is next. I think I'm almost at the point where I have the tricep striations, like the croissant action. Let me see.
Nice meeting you, bro.
Nice to meet you, brother.
Good luck to your competition.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. We'll train again soon. What an absolute lad. Onto biceps. Thinking incline dumbbell curl, or I'll do a cable curl. Chalk it. Last movement, so we'll finish off the EAAs. On to the last movement of the workout. We got the bicep curl, but this leads us into harsh reality number 16 now. You get weaker, very obvious one, but at 2 weeks out now, or as you get really deep into your cut, you will get weaker. Maybe not in the first couple weeks or the first half of your diet, but eventually when body fat gets low, you're gonna get weak. I used to do the full stack for my top set on the cable curl, and now I'm doing 75. So that's 75% of the stack, which is obviously a big drop, but that's gonna happen. That's the reality of the situation, and that's what you're gonna have to deal with. But fuck it, you look sick, right? Wrong. You have severe body dysmorphia, which is number 17 of the harsh reality. You look in the mirror, you think you're gonna be happy with what you see because you're shredded, and you're not, because you feel really small and really depleted, and everybody's telling you you look so good, and you don't feel like you look good. You feel like you look like shit. And we're gonna show you all in a second when I go pose. But let's get this top set. $154.4 pounds this morning. New low, victim weight ass shit. This is what we look like 12 days out. Posing is done. We now have 10 minutes of post-workout cardio on the incline treadmill. 10 minutes pre-workout, 10 minutes post-workout. We're gonna go hit that shit up and then get into meal number 3, the post-worky. I'm starving. Finally, post-workout meal. Your boy is hangry. I am starving and I'm getting very irritated, which perfectly describes harsh reality number 18. You're gonna be hangry. You're gonna get irritated very easily. The littlest things will literally set you off and you'll just get really angry. That kind of goes hand in hand with like the social interaction thing. Like someone could do like the littlest thing and it'll just like piss you off when it like usually doesn't matter that much. You're just like so like irritable that like anything people do is just like, the fuck you doing that for? And I'm just hungry and I'm hangry and I get angry when I'm hungry and I'm always hungry, but especially post-workout, especially if the workout was like dragging. Shout out Ivan at the gym, that the guy that I met that looks like the 50% natty guy from Instagram. He was actually funny, so I didn't mind that. That was pretty funny. It definitely made the workout take a little bit longer than it should have because we were yapping and laughing and shit, but I still got a decent workout regardless. The workouts from here on out are gonna be absolutely dookie, so I can't ask for much. But the post-workout meal, we got 5 ounces of tilapia. I know it looks like chicken. It's because I prepped it the same way I prepped my chicken. I cut it into little pieces and threw it in the air fryer, so that's why it looks like chicken, but it is tilapia. 5 ounces tilapia, 60 grams of Calrose rice weighed raw, same as the pre-workout meal. You have certain meals on prep that you just like fall in love with because of the feeling that they give you at certain times in the day. This one always hits because I'm post-workout, I'm dying, I'm fatigued, and I'm hangry. And I can just sit here, relax, and enjoy. I'm going to devour this and head home, so I'll see y'all there. I'm alive. I made it back from the gym. I showered, feel like I'm slowly dying. Harsh reality number 19. This might be a TMI one, but your Johnson does not work anymore. You have zero libido. You have zero desire for a woman. I can't remember the last time I even thought about touching my Johnson. I see girls in the gym now and they might as well just be dudes, bro. I don't care. I could see the finest shite of all time in the gym and I don't care. No desire. You put the finest girl in the world and a cheeseburger next to each other, I'm eating the cheeseburger, bro. If you give me a choice, I'm taking the food. I don't care. Johnson does not care. He is in hibernation mode. And that's the reality of the situation. And that can honestly be a pro and a con, because it helps you stay more locked in for sure. If you run your own business, you know, not talking to girls saves you a lot of time. If you're trying to get right with the Lord like I am, it's also a pro. So I don't need to be looking at the girls, bro. I need to be looking up. But with that being said, let's hop in to meal number 4. Let's chef it up. Meal 4 has been constructed. We have 5 ounces of hummus fit flank steak and 30 grams of avocado. As our pre and post workout meals are now complete, we will no longer have many carbohydrates for the rest of the day, unfortunately. However, with this meal, we will have our daily supplements, which leads us into the harsh reality number 20, is that you might have to take more supplements because you're gonna be deficient in some things because you're not eating a lot of food. So you might have to take more pills than usual to get you all covered on all your bases with all your vitamins that you need. So you should probably get a good multivitamin. I recommend Gorilla Minds Code Chicken. It's got everything, and I take it every day. So if you don't like taking pills, get used to it, because you're gonna have to start to like it, or at least deal with it, as you'll probably be taking a lot of pills on prep as you get down to the wire. I'll put all my supplements on the screen to give you guys an idea of what I do, but you don't need to do what I do. I do a lot of extra stuff that you probably don't need, as my digestion is cooked and I'm trying to fix it. Shit's so good. Highly recommend the flank steak from Hummus Fit. I've ate this shit every day on prep, and it hits different every single time. Code chicken on Hummus Fit, and you don't have to cook it because they already cook it for you. Little step check for you guys. Current step goal is 10,000 steps a day, and we are at 10,004 steps. So we've hit the target. No more walking pad, no more walking around. After I ate this meal, we are now in chill and relax mode.
Cardio sources trial the same as prep unless the diet does not come up at all from their baseline, and all we do is pull cardio down.
Bowl licked. Meal done. Harsh reality number 21. This is a pretty obvious one, but you're gonna have cravings. And one of the best ways to deal with these cravings is simplifying your food choices deep into prep or deep into your cut. Simplifying your foods by making them just a protein source, a carb source, vegetable, fruit, and not adding any crazy sauces with the freaking sugars in them, and minimizing artificial sweeteners as well. I used artificial sweeteners throughout most of prep, and I realized that cutting them out actually made me crave sweet shit a lot less. So if that's something that you're struggling with on the cut, is your cravings, try to simplify and make your food more boring. I said this in the last video, I will say it again, okay? Because the reality is you're gonna have cravings, you're gonna be hungry, and you're gonna have to find ways to deal with it. And one of them for me is making my food more boring and kind of simplifying my meals towards the end of this experience. Towards the beginning of your cut or your prep, it's gonna be fine because you're not like starving to death yet, but when hunger and cravings get really bad, dialing it back on the artificial sweeteners, dialing it back on the condiments, you know, choosing more simplified food options can definitely help you, as it's helped me. Your boy is gonna chill out until the last meal of the day. I have nothing else to do. No more steps. Thank you. My legs are hurting. And it wasn't even like that. And we're back with the last meal of the day, which disappointingly, as you can see, is no longer a Ninja Creamy. If you've been keeping up with the videos, we dropped the Ninja Creamy as there's gums and stuff in the almond milk, and we just wanted to take out the protein powder to stick to just basic ass whole foods. So we have 5 ounces of tilapia and 100 grams of strawberries. Very sad meal. I miss my Ninja Creamy, but I also can't bring my Ninja Creamy with me to the show. I guess I could technically, but I don't really feel like it. So it's probably better we make this switch now anyway. 2 weeks out. This is the last meal of the day. I'm gonna eat this and then your boy's gonna go to bed. But that leads us into harsh reality number 22, which is the fact that you'll have to go to bed hungry most nights, which sucks. Trying to go to bed when your stomach is growling, telling you to eat more food is not easy. So it will probably affect your sleep. It'll probably make it harder to go to sleep, and you might not have as good a sleep because you're fucking starving. And that's the reality of the situation. And for all my bodybuilders out there, if there were any harsh realities that I missed, be sure to drop them in the comments. I would love to read them. And that's the full day of eating. It's been real, it's been Ben, code chicken on everything. We out.